All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome to episode 24 of our Hard Times Hog Farm gameplay series. I am the Ultra Farmer. We got a great episode for you today. I'm very excited for this episode. I want to show you some new things that I kind of did around the farm. It's nothing too crazy, but just a couple little new additions that I put in. I moved some trees, I did some stuff. I'm hoping this rain clears up because we got some wheat fields that are going to harvest. We got to get through the next 2 months of chores and stuff. There's also a used tractor in the store, another large tractor that I want us to buy. And yeah, once this weather clears up for us, hopefully we can get into to harvesting some wheat in these next coming months. So let's get right into it. Let's get into episode 24, and let's first go shopping. Okay, so like I said, I'm in the store right now, and what had come through in the store is this large tractor, and it's like 40% off, and it's crazy big horsepower. I think we could even put a bigger engine in it if we wanted. Yeah, we definitely could. Maybe we will. How much extra is it actually? 673 track setup, 3 meter standard. I don't really know if that matters. This is just a good large tractor with a ton of horsepower for a good amount of price or a good price. So I think we're gonna get this. Why not? It'll help us when we're doing our harvest and all our stuff. We can pull some stuff around with it. I kind of wanted to get another large tractor just to kind of help out with some things. Let's jump right into this vehicle right now. And we'll kind of check on the fields as we head back to the farm. Yeah, this thing looks pretty good. Let's turn the heads-up display on as well. There we go. So we got we got this tractor. I seen it come through in the store. It's a pretty good deal. We won't see a large tractor like that probably for a really good deal. Again, these ones are kind of nice too because they just got a really nice turning radius a little bit with like some of the planter and stuff. That planter's kind of got a weird like it's got like a weird, is it like a tongue where the hitch is, sort of like, I don't know, that one tractor, our Valtra, it's hard to turn it around. This might be a little bit better. I'm not too sure. We'll test it out and see, but that with the cultivators and just a bunch of stuff. I know I've always been kind of skipping rolling fields in the last little bit just because I had a beef with the 2.5% yield bonus, but I think I might get a big set of rollers, and this thing will pull it pretty good. So there, that's my excuse for spending 300 grand. No one stopped me. That's why I did it. I was waiting for someone to say, no, don't do it. Save the money. And then no one did. So I was like, wow, might as well. Plus, it's a good chance for us to check on the fields. It's a $300,000 little stroll past the fields to make sure there's nothing weird going on. Our cornfield over yonder is good. We won't go over there to check, but it is good. Now, I also wanted to go get this and pull into the farm because I wanted to show you what I did. What I did. Now, what I did is I finally decided that we're done with biogas plants. I'm done with them. Even though the tank was empty that one episode, and that's that. I'm still gonna kind of blame you guys for that because no one told me, and you guys could have, and no one told me. But yeah, I got rid of that biogas facility. I put down this another little shed for us, and then what I have here, actually, let's stay in the tractor because it's raining. We'll pull right up to this unit. What I've set down is a different production facility, and what this is going to do, let's go take a look at it. It's a farm supplies one, and basically what we can do is we can dump slurry and manure in here, and we can create different types of fertilizer and such, which is going to be the plan. We could create some seed, but what I'm mostly going to focus on is creating liquid fertilizer through the slurry and the manure, and we're just going to sell this straight off. So I kind of waited to have you guys in here, but I'm going to activate this one. I'm also going to activate this one. We're going to change the output modes to, oh, I changed it for both of them selling. I'm going to crank the production on this. Our productions actually cost us quite a bit each month, not going to lie. It's like 12 or 13 grand or something like that to have all our facilities just rocking out, but it is what it is. Now look over to this side. Look how much it holds. 30 million liters of manure. I don't even know if we'll ever see 30 million liters. 40 million liters of slurry. This is, in fact, the Farm Supplies Extreme. It says it in the name right there. Pretty extreme, but that's what we're going to do with our slurry and our manure. So that's the new little facility I got there. It kind of matches the rest of our stuff here as well. We need to get wheat to put in our pig mixing units, and then we'll have a whole bunch of pig food as always, but we need some wheat, and that'll be coming in July. So we just got to get through a couple more months of of buying pig food, which it's about 200 grand per month that I spend on pig food, which I did. I've already done that for the month of May. But what we got to do is let's jump around to this tractor. Yeah, let's fire this bad boy up. And we got to get some manure and stuff too. But so this tank is full, as we can see. Oh man, you guys probably never gonna let me live that one down. That's okay. That was a pretty dumb moment. So I think I got that one. I'll take that till I do the next dumb thing. So it'll really, it'll be a couple episodes. Who knows at this point? Let's, let's park this tractor real quick. Let's go park it in our new barn over here. I don't know. I just put the shed down. I didn't really have too many major plans for it. I don't know if it's going to be good, bad, or other, but got it set down regardless. We could park some stuff in here. I don't know what's going to go in there. I'm sure there'll be something else that we got to buy. Let's use this tractor. Let's pull some stuff around with this tractor. I'm going to go fill this trailer up with manure. I think we got like almost 400,000 liters, 350,000 liters of manure. Yeah, this new tractor is awesome. See, this is what I'm thinking. It might be able to turn a little bit better. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm not too sure if these track units make it better or worse, but yeah, we got a pile of manure there, as you can see. The only thing that's tricky is backing it up because I like being able to see my front wheels. Like, I don't know, when I back up like a trailer, I don't know. I just like the idea of seeing front tires. Okay, so let's let that fill. Let's go get another haul of slurry pulled out because there is quite a bit of slurry. There's tons of slurry and manure just because I didn't put anything in that old production facility. I just like let it go, let it work through its thing. The main reason I swapped to what I did was because there's like no I tested building a big biogas facility, but the dump in or like the intake for manure was like really weird. I had to like build a ramp up to it. And honestly, I spent all this time building this ramp and I had it like all tested and stuff. And then it only holds 50,000 liters of manure. And like we literally have 350,000 in this manure heap right now. And I was like that. So I spent all this time and I'm like, good Lord. So that's when I started looking through. I seen that one. It's a mod. It'll just sell it stuff. It'll sell for us. Yeah. I think it's going to be good. I think it'll be the best option. All the other ones that were like decent mods, they intake potatoes as well, so that kind of messes with our distribution from our greenhouse. Just for anyone who's wondering, who hasn't maybe been around all the episodes and has heard me say this a million times, but yes, that's why we did what we did. Let's go check this. 80% full, not too bad. Yeah, we'll jump in this one. This one will be full first. And so, yeah, that's why I did what I did. Also, we can use that fertilizer. We can use the liquid fertilizer for our planter, and if we get a sprayer, which we could get a sprayer would be kind of, I mean, we could get a sprayer. We could definitely use that, and we could just get like essentially free liquid fertilizer. We could just create it in there. However, I don't know if I would be able to. I don't know if I can get it out of that nozzle, or if it has to spawn in pallets on the backside here. Oh, sorry. There's like a pallet spot on the back. Sorry, it keeps doing that. I don't know. There is a pallet thing on the back, so um, maybe it would do. I'm not too sure. Like I haven't even really tested it out too much. I tested it to make sure it would work and it would sell off the liquid fertilizer and we could make money from it. Then it wasn't like something weird where you couldn't sell it. But other than that, I didn't look too much into it, so it could still turn into it. Could, I guess it could become an issue, but let's hope that it doesn't. Yeah, so I'm gonna just kind of get through these chores, and then I'll probably do, excuse me, sorry, I'll do the same thing in June. I'll kind of get through the chores, and then once that's done, I'll bring you back in July, and that's when we can start harvesting our wheat. Hopefully, the weather is good for us, and we don't gotta wait on anything. Did I not drop that in? It's full. We know it's full. It's definitely full. There we go. Okay, so this is filling up. Yeah, we'll get into July. Hopefully the weather will be good and we can start harvesting that wheat field. So I'm looking really forward to that because that'll be the last time we have to buy pig food. I think we should be far enough. You know what? I'm not even going to say it. If we are far enough ahead, great. If not, we'll just buy more fields. I think that's all we can do is just buy more fields. We got enough equipment and stuff now that we can handle basically as many fields as we need. I was talking to the neighbors as well. They were all super thankful that we went and did those chores for them, got those fields worked for them. They couldn't believe that we like gave all the money back. And yeah, they were super happy about that. They did say they didn't really know what their plan for crops were, but if we did run into an issue where we ran out of wheat, like I said, I don't really know what their plans are, but I told them kind of the issues that we were having with like running out of wheat and stuff. They said if they did have a surplus or they did hear of anyone, they would like let us know. They'd give us a good price on it, a fair price, and we could just go buy directly from them. Just because, like I said, they were pretty stoked that we were able to go help them out, and that's great. They asked us if we needed any help, and obviously, we don't really need any. We got some of the workers that come out and give us a hand like always, so I told them we were pretty much good to go. I think, if we get some more fields though, the farm is pretty massive at this point. Like, yeah, we actually got a lot of fields to work. It's good that the harvests are broken up a little bit. Like if we had to harvest everything all at once, like if we were just like a corn farm, let's say, and we had to do all these fields, like one, two, three, four, five, six, 7 fields all at once, that would be too much. It's too much. So it's nice it's kind of broken up into 2 parts of the year and we can just kind of focus on what it is. Now the only thing that's kind of weird, well it's not weird, but like even when I plowed those fields, those cornfields, I plowed them, double fertilized them, we did the lime on them, and we still had a 97% yield bonus. I thought like I know mulching gets you that extra 2.5, and we rolled them, right? Let's not forget I rolled all those fields and we still had a 97% yield bonus. So like we still have to mulch. I thought after you plowed, that mulching, I don't know. I guess I don't know what I thought. I assumed that's what it is. I just assumed that with a plowed field, fully fertilized, new state of lime, like a fresh state of lime, like that should be getting 100% yield bonus. And no, the answer is no. Now the pigs are eating just the one thing while we're going on it. They're about eating about 140 to 150,000 liters of food per month. So that's why I've been doing that 200,000 liter buy. And our pig food making units will do 200,000 liters as well. So combined, they do 100,000 each. So we should be good once everything's rocking because we're not getting any more pigs. And man, we might be getting a flush of cash too because like every three, or it might be not until July. Let's check. When we spin around here, I'm going to check and see when we're going to expect offspring because when they have a full barn full of pigs that get sold off, little piglets, we make like $500,000. It's like 497,000. Let's go see when we're supposed to have 2 months. 2 months. So in 2 months, that tractor's paid for. There's no straw in there. Oh, we got no straw in there? Okay, that's something we'll do. Where's this other tractor at? Let's kick this off and let's go get some straw. Do we have any straw? Is the question. Oh man, we might not have any straw. We might have to. Okay, so that's what we'll do when we do the fields. I think we're out of straw. Okay, well, when we do these wheat fields, we'll put that on our wheat field list of dragging this forage wagon around and getting some straw. Like, I'm almost positive I emptied this out last time. We have no straw. Yeah, okay. So that's going to be on our harvest list for this year is get straw off both those fields. And that will be quite a bit of straw, like a whole bunch actually. Let's back this back in there. Nice. Get that tight in there. Okay, perfect. Well, sort of perfect. Let's see if we can get back it up a little bit more. Drag it on the edit on the side of our new barn. And yeah, so if there is anyone new, we got a big wheat harvest that's going to be coming up. Anyone who is new and just maybe getting into the series for some reason, these 2 fields are our big wheat fields. This is our canola field, and then 15, 6, 5, and 11 are our corn fields. that is the mix that we need to make pig food, in case anyone's new. And this is our greenhouse where we grow all our potatoes, and those 4 ingredients, the potatoes, the wheat, the corn, and the canola, make us pig food in these units. So shout out to any of the new subs. I guess take this time. Thank you to everybody who's subbed to the channel. We're still on our way to 1,000 subs, and so anyone who has hit that sub button and all that stuff, thank you so much. I know there's a lot of returning viewers, and that's awesome. Thanks so much for everyone who watches the channel and just like leaves me comments, hits that like button. It's all stuff you guys don't have to do, and so anyone who does, just know how much I appreciate it. I really do. It's pretty crazy. Like we're at like almost 800 subs, which to me that's crazy. Like I know there's people out there that got like 8 million subs, but 800, that's, I remember like just a few months ago I started and I had 67, and that was like when we got to 100, it was sick. So to be at almost 800, getting close to 1,000, that's like that's crazy. So again, thank you guys so much. If you're feeling up for it, hit that sub button, join the community. Jump in the comment section. I want to do some stuff in the next gameplay series for anyone who's watching and who's kind of consistent with it. I want to do some stuff where we bring the subscribers in for not necessarily gameplay, but I might set some missions up for you guys to complete on your own farms. I was thinking would be fun, or I might put out some ideas for missions that you would set for me, for your farm, or where you would need me to do, bring you like 100,000 liters worth of wheat, and you would pay a certain amount for it, like some sort of side mission, subscriber side quests. I was thinking of calling it. But yeah, let me know if you guys would be into something like that. I haven't really thought it through too much. I was thinking of like putting stuff up, some sort of challenges through each video that you guys could, the first person to comment with a good contract, it would get pinned, and then I would have to complete that contract or that side quest mission, whatever it was. I think it could be kind of fun. So look for that in the next series. I'm currently filming the next series. I'm just trying to get about 5 or 6 episodes ready to go. I'm gonna have a really busy next couple months coming up, so I guess another thing, just kind of while we're doing some chores and stuff here, actually I'll kind of explain that once we're going through the fields. We're gonna have a lot of field work and prep and stuff to do, so I'll kind of explain that once we're doing that. First, what I'm gonna do is get out of the rain. I'm going to get into June. I'll do the chores and stuff through June, and I'll keep track of what our new production facility makes for money. We're just over $2 million right now, so I'll kind of let you guys know in July what we're making each month, roughly. This is going to be a big month because we just dumped a ton of manure and slurry in that unit, but I'll keep you in the loop, and then we'll get into July, and we'll start harvesting some wheat. All right, team, we're back here. It is July, and it is time to harvest some wheat. So I'm just filling up our slurry tank here right now. I'm going to go get it dropped off into our production facility. So, okay, the production facility works, but it's like insane. Okay, so I had everything cranked to 300%. You want to know how much our production costs were for that month that when we went from May to June? You're never going to believe how much money it spent in our production costs. I came into our things here and I was like, oh, we made $1 million sold products. Our production costs were 792 grand. And then another 239. It was like over $1 million in production costs. So I got everything down to, I dropped it down to just 100%, which is like normal operating. And then it was like, we got 296, and kind of between this and this is like what we had to spend. Like it wasn't actually this full 239 in June. Part of this was like you get a part of the June cost when you go from May to June, and then you get a part of the like June cost going from June to July as well. So this 239 isn't like whatever. I've got it toned down now, and I think it's going to be back to normal because we were paying like 11, 12, 13 grand. Yeah, 800 grand. I was like, oh my God. So that production, facility, to its credit, it said it was extreme. So I don't know, that's what we get. Like you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, and we played the extreme game and won the extreme prize. Like that's just the way she goes. Okay, let's jump over let's get this tractor to the way because we got to pull our combines out and get our headers off the rack, which will be sweet because we get to use the rack in all its glory, which is going to be fun. So let's get hooked onto this unit. Now, we're probably going to have to buy pig food. I didn't buy pig food last month. Let's go jump to the, I'll go show you the pig barn right now. We had 152,000 liters in there. And we have 2,000 or almost 3,000 left in. So they're going through about 148, 149,000 liters. But we had the pigs, the little piglets were sold, and that gave us $500,000. So we're doing all right. We're doing okay. We basically paid for the tractor and just back this so that it's under there a little bit more. Now, I know when I fill this, I got to remove an extra 60K. That's how I got to do it. All right, let's go fire up the combines. Let's get them warmed up and start getting them out on the fields. We got to enable straw swath. I can't forget that because we got to get this, you know, the straw off these fields. Actually, we got to unpark this unit. Let's jump over into this one. We got some big fields we got to do as well. I'm pretty excited for this harvest. I'm not going to lie. I can't wait to see what we get for a final yield off everything. Keep in mind, we have 0 liters of wheat essentially right now. There might be like 10 liters or something kicking around that didn't get worked through production. But essentially, we have 0 liters of wheat in any of our silos or production facilities or anything like that. So what we get is what we get. Now we're going to take this one. This is actually going to work perfect because I wanted to take this one up to our new field. Oh, yeah. Oh, we should drop it down. There we go. Sorry, I had to drop it down. No, we won't be getting through over there, will we? Oh, we might have to put this on the header trailer, won't we? Yeah, we'll probably have to do that. So let's jump on to that tractor's working. This one, let's get this one fired up and I'll hook onto that header trailer and pull around. I might even just drag it. Oh, look at the tongue on this. How'd this go? I probably ran into this. This trailer is massive. Maybe I'll just... What happened? Is it gonna go past there? Barely. This header trailer is intense. Like, this is a big one. Okay, let's get spun around here, and maybe I'll just use this tractor to like drag these headers up to that field. Okay, let's get these set on. Okay, they just kind of did their own thing there. Yeah, I'll take these up there and get this dropped off. We'll even just leave the header trailers up there, up on the north field, because I want to get this combine going on this north field, and then we'll have our John Deere down here working on this one to my left here, or I guess the west field. Canola is looking nice. I do love canola the month before it is ready to harvest. It always looks super cool. Big canola fields. I actually, where I grew up, still kind of where I live, not really, but yeah, you know, in the fall there's like big canola fields, and I always really liked it. Thought it was pretty cool. So I think I'll set these. I don't want to run over anything. Yeah, it's going to be as good a spot as ever, I think. Let's back this guy out. And well, maybe if I can, let's get hooked onto this one. Let's unfold this guy, and I'll just go up there and I'll get started on that field right now. Let's open our F1 menu. There we go. Okay, straw swath is enabled. We're gonna have a lot of straw to pick up off these fields. That's gonna be a lot of extra work, which is fine. It is what it is. That forage wagon's actually pretty quick with it, because like it's an unrealistic one, so it pulls pretty quick. You can get up and down these fields relatively fast, so that's pretty awesome. And this combine, we won't have to babysit as much because it's got a pretty big capacity. We'll still have to deal with it a bit, but it will be on the less side of things. I think I had turned off crop destruction a little bit. Yeah, I did. I had to drive across this one field, and I just wanted to do it, so that's okay for spinning around here. All right, let's get a worker going on this field. Should be set right there. Let's jump back over. Yeah, we might as well spin around with this and get this done, because we're going to need this trailer. Geez, we might have to get 2 of these trailers at some point. There we go. Okay, where is our John Deere? There we go. Let's get this guy fired up. I might as well unfold this. Let's open this window. You know what? Maybe what we'll do... Actually, yeah, we'll get straw off both of these. Or we'll try to. We'll get as much... How come it's not working? Straw's not available for this. Oh, because I have some corn in there? Okay. We might have to do this then. It's because there's 2 liters of corn left in here. Is that not over that enough? There we go. Good lord. Okay, so now the straw swath will enable. There we go. Okay, let's jump out. Let's go over to our fancy rack. Let's drop down number 2. We are bougie here at the hard... It's not really the hard times anymore, is it? Like, we started out, it was not like this. We had that... Remember that old... Does anyone remember that old yellow combine? Like the OG one that we had? Like, things have changed around here, have they not? Okay. That's awesome. I'm pretty stoked to where this farm got to. It's super fun. I really, really like it. Pigs. Pigs are actually, if you can feed them, pigs are a really good option. Let's go like this. Okay, there we go. We got a worker going. Now let's go spin this around and just park this off. And I want to connect probably our Valtra tractor to the forge wagon, because we're gonna have to chase around and just try and get as much of that straw picked up as quick as possible. I think what I might even do, let's shut this tractor down. I'm gonna park this tractor. Yeah, there's our Valtra. It's perfect. It's right by this forge wagon. So yes, back to what I was saying. I'll kind of chat about this now. As I do this now. So I've got a few of the episodes of the new gameplay series recorded. I'm going to kind of record a few more and just kind of be ahead on that, so I'm not like... I'm at the point now where I'm basically recording these Hard Times Hog Farms episodes like basically in the morning before I go to work, and then I'm like posting them that night once I get home and I'm able to do some editing. So I want to get ahead on the next series a little bit so it's not so stressful like that. And I got to kind of bank some episodes because I'm going to be moving in the next month and a half-ish. And so it's going to be, I'm trying to figure out a way that I can do an episode every single day, because that's still the goal. So there might be some like tutorial episodes that come out. There might be a string of tutorial episodes that come out, and it won't be, super directed at the gameplay series. I know lots of people they like when the episodes come out and they kind of look forward to it, and I hate to have to delay and put a little bit of a gap in between them, but it's a lot to do an hour episode. So I won't have as much time, and then when I'm moving, I'm not just like moving within the city, like I'm moving back to my hometown so I can sell my house. That's kind of what's going on. And so it's like going to be a big move. My hometown's like 10 hours where I'm from right now, or where I'm living right now. And so it's like going to be a big move. I'm going to have to like take a truckload of stuff, or like a U-Haul full of stuff back to my hometown. Then I got to like fly back to this city, grab my truck with another load of stuff, probably a trailer full. It's going to be not easy going, if that makes any sense. So, long story long, if the episodes are a little weird, or you get a string of like where a bunch of tutorials come out and it's not really like the content that you like to watch, I apologize. I just don't really know what else to do. I still want to just stick with like, getting an episode out each day, or some sort of content out each day. And like I said, I know it's not ideal, but this kind of has to happen. I gotta go sell my house. I gotta go sell my house so that I can get a farm in real life. Like that's the goal, you know? I actually won't be able to get a farm in real life just from selling the house, but I want to do a couple house flips is kind of my plan if possible because I should make good money when I sell my house and I want to kind of buy some more. I'm just trying to get this tractor parked if you're wondering what I'm doing. Parked in a good spot to pull grain out of this combine. But yeah, I kind of want to get another couple like fixer upper properties. Oh shit, I'm gonna spin down around and try and catch this combine on the up here. Oh, not really on the right side of the field for this. But yeah, that's the plan. Is I want to try and find some fixer upper houses over the next couple years and flip them because I'm really experienced in home renovations. That's what I do for work. Um, we do major home renovations. Yeah, I know quite a bit about that. Blah blah blah. It's not that cool, but it's a good skill, and I'm able to use that hopefully to try and save up enough money to get a farm. Like that's really the goal. It's really the goal. If YouTube could help, that would be sweet, but I don't really bank on anything from YouTube ever helping. But I also know that if I continue to stay consistent with an episode or some sort of content every day, if you're consistent every day, good things can happen. And if you're consistent with bad things, I mean, really bad things can happen. But if you do good things or you try to work towards something every single day, if you can stay consistent, like it's crazy what actually can be accomplished. So, blah blah blah. That's my motivational speech to anyone. Do something every day. Whatever it is. If you love guitar, play the guitar every day. Make yourself play it. Me, I just love this game, so I play it every day. Luckily, my girlfriend's cool with it. Okay, this tractor's sitting here doing nothing. How's this combine looking? 40% full, and we're not even one lap around this thing. And this thing holds a big tank full of stuff. It'll hold like 50,000 liters. So we're going to have some wheat. Oh, eat our Wheaties. We're going to have a bunch of wheat. That's unreal. Okay, now we're not even going to get finished all this wheat this episode. This might go into next episode. Like, we got a lot of work to do. And I say we. Let's jump over to this tractor and let's keep picking up this straw. Picking up the straw actually won't take that long. It really won't. What's gonna take a while though is, dang, I almost should get another trailer real quick because we might have to get another trailer. We might have to get a lizard trailer that has even more of a kind of unrealistic capacity or an identical one to that other one that we have. See, this forge wagon goes pretty quick. It's going at like 30 mile an hour. Now we're gonna hit this hill and it's gonna slow us down. And as this trailer gets full, it gets harder to pull these hills and stuff. Yeah, look at that hill. Whoa. Slowed it right down there. Yeah, we might have to get another trailer. We'll see. We'll see. It's not too much to pull this trailer around. I don't mind doing it. To be honest, though, what we might have to do, I wish I could get this fence down that's in front of us. I can't delete this fence. I've tried. Unless something changed in an update. I really wish I could get this fence down. Oh well. Okay, let's jump over. This guy's 50% full. Okay, so what I want to do then maybe. Either way, this isn't going to work too good, but I got to try and get past that combine with this trailer so we can get over and we can catch that other combine as it's coming around finishing up the headland. Do I have room to get past this on the outside? Not really. This fence. Why would they do that? Man, if you're a map maker and you're watching this by chance and you're like, I'm going to make a map and I'm going to make it so you can't remove the fences, don't do that. Don't do that. Let us remove the fences. Let us remove the fences. Okay, this guy's 40% full. Yeah, okay, we got to spin around. Now that we got these fields more and more, I almost want to get a different combine other than this John Deere one. We almost need two that have kind of an unrealistic capacity because it's when we're doing, well, we're not gonna have to get straw each time. I'll just wait. I'll know the moment that we get a new trailer or a new combine is when I just get fed up with something and I'll go spend money on it. Okay, we're spinning around here. What field is that out there? I thought for a second that was our cornfield, and I was like, no, we definitely planted a cornfield. Okay, can I get past this combine yet? Not really. Well, maybe. No. Dang. How's he looking? He's getting kind of full. I just got to get some grain pulled out of this and then dip over to that other field and get some grain pulled out of that so that that other colossal combine can just keep going. I'll be able to get some out of this once we spin around kind of at this, like, as soon as the road pops up here. Yeah, I know. This guy's trying to... Believe me, bud, I want to get grain out of you as well. I promise. I promise. So another thing with the new gameplay series that I'm doing, just to kind of help out over this next little bit, I probably won't be doing 1 hour episodes. Or like, not that I'm doing like 1 hour episodes right now, but I try to get around that 1 hour kind of time frame, like that 50 minutes ish. I think on that other series, I'm gonna have to try and be doing like 40 to 45-minute episodes is what I'm gonna stick to, just because it's a yeah, it's just it's a lot. It's hard for me to keep up every single day with it. But I'm not trying to be lazy, but it's difficult for me to stick with it every single day. But I will do what I can. I'll do what I can. The day that I miss an episode, know that something drastic happened, or I was like really spread too thin, because I really don't want to miss any days. Don't want to miss any. But okay, I'm just gonna kind of keep going here. I'm gonna let this harvest progress just a little bit. We got like there's gonna be a lot of work to do here, so I'm gonna let this progress a bit more, and I'll kind of bring you back as we're getting closer to some of these fields ending, and then I'm chasing around doing the straw. All right, we are just getting to kind of the final little passes on this wheat field, which is nice. I've been going through chasing with the forage wagon, getting the straw. We actually have too much straw now. Um, I've been kind of periodically going back and forth dumping grain into the silos. I have a list here of exactly the yield that we've got for everything. I wrote it down because it was like slowly getting made into pig food as we were working. So yeah, I've just kind of been keeping track of it, writing down as I've been dumping it into the grain silos. We've got quite a bit. I'm just waiting for that final combine to kind of finish up. So I'm just going to spin over here so I can dump. It'll probably just be easier just to dump the grain into this trailer and kind of park it and do all that stuff. So yeah, I'm just kind of pulling over here now. That combine will be finished really quick, and then I'll come over here. We'll drop the headers onto the trailer and stuff like that. And yeah, you know the drill. But yeah, we've got too much straw. I've filled both the barn. Uh-oh, what's going on here? Somehow that got turned off. I filled both the barn and our straw like little holding tank that we got. And that's, yeah, we still got more to pick up. We've got this and then that other field. So my plan is I'm just gonna let this straw sit in this forage wagon, and this will just be over the next few months. We'll just like dump it into the production facility, and just or not into the production facility, but into the barn as we need it. Because I think the barn holds like 200,000 liters. So just as we got to go in and grab it, we will, all that stuff. And I'll just kind of park this into the new shed area, if you will. Keep it out of the rain, I think is going to be the plan. Because I don't really want to put down another one of those storage unit things. I guess we could. I could probably find some sort of a different silo. It's like a multi-fruit silo or multi-grain. But I'm not too worried about it. It's just straw. It can sit in the forage wagon. This is literally the whole job of the forage wagon is to pick up straw. So it can just hold it. Well, on our farm, that's the whole job. And it can just sit in that shed is what I'm thinking. This combine is almost done. Almost done. I still eventually want to get another combine, kind of like that one that can hold more liters. The John Deere is obviously great, and it's a pretty, it's pretty wicked. Oh man, I always miss a little bit when I try and spin around fast with this thing. It's a pretty good combine, but it's just like our fields are just too big for it right now. Like if that, I don't know, it's just too much. Run back and forth with that trailer. This one was so nice you could just let it go for 10 minutes and it didn't fill up. Like that other one was it felt like it was full every time I turned around that thing was full. And this one just went. Let's see if we can grab this, not miss anything. Okay, let's fire this thing up. 37,000 liters in here. I'm just looking at my notepad. So my notepad here, I'm gonna kind of look at it while I drive. Okay, so the first yield that I dumped into the grain silos was 62,000 liters. So let's just say 60,000 liters for now. And then the second dump that I put in there was 162,000. So that's 220,000 liters. Plus this 30 is 250, but it's actually 37. So 257, and then another 4,000 that I didn't account for with these first two. So what's that? 261,000 ish, 262,000 ish. Did I do that right? No. Yeah, 262,000 ish liters of wheat. So that's not too bad. That's really not too bad at all. Let's go like this. Let's go like this. Drop that in there, and I'll spin this guy around, I think. Methinks. I don't think it matters which way you load the headers. Like probably in real life it matters which way the headers are loaded on here, but I think it'll just automatically kind of spin itself around and orientate it as needed. What a massive header trailer though. Okay, so let's put that in there. Let's pull up to this trailer. It'll zoom in a little bit. There we go. Is it gonna click on there? Yes, nice, nice. Right on. I was like, oh God, didn't really put a good spin on it there. It always rotates it the other way. Oh well. All right, let's take this back to the farm. Get these somewhat parked. I'm gonna have to spin in the farm in kind of a unique way too, because I still got to use the combine to put these up on the header rack, or just maybe underneath the headers. Because I lifted the other ones up onto the rack, so these will just kind of go in underneath, and then we got to come over here and get all this straw off this field, and then we'll probably start on some of the field prep. We might as well take our new big tractor out with a set of discs and just see if see how it pulls everything. Okay, we're gonna go in here. We gotta spin around. And I think while we're right here, oh, is that as close as we can get? I wish the hoses on these pressure washers were a little longer, you know? Maybe get the 30-foot extensions or something like that would be nice. Even though I got it set so that it'll wash everything each night, but there we go. Nice and clean. Fresh off the field, nice and clean. Let's spin this around. You know what we could do probably? Definitely. Can I? Yeah, it's got to be more straight. I wanted to try and lock that axle. Let's jump in this unit while it's sitting right here. I was just fueling it up. Oh, it didn't fully fuel up. I want to fill this tank as well with fuel. 11,000 liters, or 1,100 liters, 11,000 liters. Jeez, that's like mine equipment right there. All right, let's back this guy up. Oh, this is going to be a bit of a nightmare trying to back this trailer up. No, don't do it. Header trailers are like intense to back up. Actually kind of long to drag around in here too. Our farm isn't built for wide trailers. Or long trailers rather, not super wide. We'll spin around and I'll drop this off, hopefully in somewhat of a good spot. It was kind of hard to put it in there last time, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, this is what we'll do. There we go. That axle's locked now. Yes. Okay, that'll make it a little bit easier to at least back up, but it doesn't help for turning it. Just drag it on its side. Yeah, here we are. I don't know. I don't know, team. This tree is in our way. I got to zoom way out here. Yeah. I think we got to unlock this axle because it's just not working. It's just not going to work for us to do that. That's a good thing for the like different trailers, but this little unit's just like a little bit too much. I think I gotta just find, I gotta like cut down these trees here and just kind of make a better turnaround is what I gotta do. But for right now, I'm just gonna park this kind of like a dick so I can get the combines and stuff in and away, and I'll cut those trees and make the turnaround just a little bit better. Let's put this header, these headers down low. Well, let's try to. I'm not sure why that didn't work. There we go. Kind of run into everything, no big deal. Okay, so let's go through and let's get some more of this straw kind of cleared off all these fields. I know I gotta bring the other combine and stuff back, but I want to get the straw at least pulled off so then I can use these. Well, I guess I got 3 large tractors now, so we can just get something set on the fields for the disc harrows. I'll pull back over to this side and then I'll go jump in either red or yeah, maybe we'll jump in red and they can start pulling the disc harrows across this field, and then I'll get the Fendt hooked up to the cultivators and they can get started on that other field once we get the straw and stuff pulled off of it. So let's pull over here and see these guys and get back to the farm with the straw. We're gonna have quite a bit of straw. Like the barn holds 200,000 liters. That I can't remember what that storage facility holds. Probably something like that, 250,000 liters. And then we'll have another 300,000 ish sitting in this trailer. So we're gonna be set for straw for I run into there. Man, I wish I could take down these fences. That would be a good one. Does anyone know any tips or tricks on how to get rid of these fences? That would be really, really handy. They're such a pain now that we got all these fields. Such a pain. The old neighbors must have been fighting with one another, and that's why they put up these fences, you know, Hatfields and McCoy style. Okay, I'm just gonna rip through here. I'll get the last of this straw pulled off these fields, and then I'll bring you guys back once I got kind of the tractor set up with the disc harrows and the cultivators, and we'll go to town working on these fields. All right, that is the max amount of straw that we can get. I did like where that's the last little strip that wasn't able to be picked up unless I can go dump some. Like unless some time, like I know time has passed by, but enough time where stuff has cycled through this barn and it's gonna make like enough room. I doubt it. No straw, no capacity there. All right, well there we go. We've got the max amount of straw that we can handle on the farm, which is awesome, I guess. Why not? Now we know. Might not have to do straw our next harvest, really. We really don't even have to worry about straw anymore, to be honest. Like the manure, like I guess we could do something with the manure, but what we can do is learn how to back up this trailer. That would be number one. Just wanted it nice and tight on this side there. That's all I wanted. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. The straw has officially been picked up. Let's jump over to Big Red here. Get him fired up. I washed that John Deere combine and have him just set now. We're gonna end up taking him up to the store. I'm gonna go sell that unit and getting something different, probably just something with bigger capacity. I mean, I guess I could get one of those like New Holland ones, or like there's that case one that'll hold 20,000 liters. But I'll kind of see. I'll put one together and see what I can get. That's not the biggest issue in the world, but might as well. We got the money to do it. I'd rather have stuff to make things a little bit easier for us since we got so much to do. Feels like each month, like, because next month, I mean, next month won't be too bad because we'll just be harvesting the canola, which is one field. Like, that's pretty easy, not a big deal. But once we get jumping on the corn, it'll be nice to have a couple combines that you don't really have to worry about, and I can just jump them from field to field and kind of just do what needs to be done. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set a worker here on Big Red. I'm gonna tab over. I got the harrows going on this tractor. I kind of wanted to just test it out and try this tractor. So let's jump to get this worker off the GPS. I'll go back in and I'll set it for us. Drop these down. There we go. These tractors are actually awesome. I never really get them, and then every time I do, I always really like them. I kind of want to put a bigger weight on the front, but other than that, like it's a pretty good tractor. Pretty good tractor. I like the way that they turn. They're pretty like kind of quick around the farm. They pull like obviously crazy. The nice wide tracks are kind of nice on it too. It's just a good tractor, I would say. All the ones that I've used. But I think what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna go through and get these fields kind of cleaned off and good to go and ready, and then we'll probably end this episode here. I'm thinking is a good spot, and then that way we can come back next episode and we'll deal with that canola field. I don't really want to get started on that this episode. I don't think. I think it'll be best just to kind of do that next episode, continue on with doing some of our field prep while that canola field's being harvested. What we'll end up doing is going through fertilizing all these fields, and I'll grab the plow and I'll come around and I'll fix some of these dead spots that were hit with storm from the storm damage. And then that way we can I'm gonna test out, or I will like sit and I'll figure out a new combine and I'll get it at the store here, and then that way we'll test that guy out on our new canola field to see how everything goes. Actually, before we go, let's go take a look. It should tell us 230,000 liters of pig food. And that, you know what, it's probably a little bit more because now these things are saying they're full of pig food. So we worked through a bit of it. But that's good. We got 200,000 liters of pig food. I'm going to go around. What's this one say? Missing materials. What's it missing? Or maybe it's just out of like food or out of storage space. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. Unanswerable questions at this point. Future Ultra Farmer will figure that one out, I think. I think that'll be the plan. Kind of missing a strip there. I'll have to go back and get that. Okay. Yes, I think that's what we'll do. We'll end this episode here, and then I'll bring you guys back next episode, which will be episode 25, which I can't believe. We're at 25 episodes. That's crazy. And we'll get that canola field dealt with, get some of these fields prepped, and we might even get into doing some of the corn. I'm not too sure. We might be able to start on the corn, pending if everything works out okay. Yeah, I'll see. I don't really know exactly what we'll shake down next episode. We'll have our normal chores and stuff to get to. Hopefully I'll have that production facility figured out so we're not spending $1 million on production costs each month. That would be great. And the farm continues. The farm continues. Pigs are doing good. We've got pig food. We'll be harvesting corn before we know it. And yeah, we're getting there. We are getting there, team. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I appreciate it like you wouldn't believe. If you haven't done so already, I would really appreciate it if you could hit that sub, hit the like button, leave me a comment. Let me know what you're thinking of these series. Let me know what you're thinking of this new tractor and all of our debacles when it comes to production facilities with slurry. Good Lord. If this production facility keeps costing too much money, it will officially be the last that we deal with slurry, I think. I think it will just not be worth the headache. I'll get rid of I'll get through all of the straw that we have. I'll get through that, and then we'll just let the barn sit full of slurry. That might be what needs to happen. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Is this what I'm really supposed to do there? Is this little spot right there? Right on. Okay. Thank you guys so much, like always. I hope you have a good afternoon, morning, evening, whenever it is that you're watching this. This is Ultra Farmer. I'll see you guys on the next episode, and thank you again so much for watching. Have a good one.